Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I am so happy to see you here. Today I wanted to talk to you about the zero state. What is zero and how do we get there? Why is zero so important and how getting to zero can change your life? And I am sharing also my personal experience with zero. So what is Ho'oponopono, right? Ho'oponopono means to rectify an error. And the error is within us, in our subconscious mind. The error is a memory or a subconscious pattern playing in our mind. And these patterns, they are responsible for our reality. Whatever we have in our mind playing over there is creating our reality. So Ho'oponopono is a way that we can rectify these memories, clean these memories, right? Because Ho'oponopono is a problem-solving method that can help us to clean our mind. So whatever we believe subconsciously is creating all the experiences we have in life, the positive and the negative ones. So our mind is the beginning of everything, and it is our consciousness that determines our reality. According to Dr. Hewlett, our mind can be either in a state of memory or in the state zero. The state of memory is pretty much our daily life, right? Most of us dwell in this state of memory for most of the time. That's how humanity is, that's our state. So the zero state is where we want it to be for some of the time, because that's the place where divinity is, and we need to get to this state to receive inspiration. So what is zero? Zero means you are empty and free from whatever is going on in your life. So free from your thoughts, if they are good or bad, free from your feelings, positive or negative ones, free from the mental noise, free from wanting anything. So zero is a state of the mind. We judge what is good or bad based on our memories, so we have to let it go of this and to be empty so we can hear divinity, we can receive inspiration. So to be at zero means to be free of memories, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. If I am thinking, feeling, or emoting, I am not at zero. So to be at zero is to be in alignment with divinity. Dr. Hewlett explains that we came from zero, right? We begin at zero and nothing, at emptiness. And for as long as we are at zero, there is nothing blocking us. There is nothing that's gonna cause us any problem, because inspiration is gonna come to us, right? And the divine inspiration is always good for us. Each one of us receives special divine inspiration if we get to zero, if we get to this state of the mind. So in the beginning, God created you perfectly, and you are created in the likeness of divinity. So the problem is not with you. You are perfect. We are perfect. The problem is with the memories that we have within us, right? So how do we get to zero? We get to zero by cleaning the memories in our subconscious mind consistently. So you cannot experience divinity if you are dwelling errors. Why? Because divinity is at zero. So by cleaning the memories in your subconscious mind, you go back to zero. So in the beginning, divinity created you from zero. When you clean and get back to zero, you can receive whatever is right and perfect for you, like made especially for you. So you get inspired when you are at zero, and then of course a problem is gonna happen, and then you are not at zero anymore, right? So you go back to the state of memory. So you get to zero by cleaning consistently, right? So you go to zero, recharge, you receive your inspiration, and eventually you go back to the memories. Nobody can stay at zero all the time. That's impossible. So the concept of zero is a very old concept actually, and it appears in other traditions as well throughout millennia. For example, Buddha called the zero state emptiness. In Buddhism, the term sunyata, meaning emptiness or voidness, is used to distinguish between how things appear to be and how they actually are, right? So, a Buddhist philosopher said, thanks to emptiness, everything is possible. So, Buddhists believe that understanding emptiness can help people see the world as a realm of infinite possibility rather than something static, right? An static system. In Christianity, there is a concept about the kingdom of God. Seek first the kingdom of God, high consciousness, and God's righteousness, the right ideas, and all these things, whatever you want to manifest in the physical reality, will be added unto you. So the kingdom of God is a state of the mind. It is high consciousness. It is that emptiness, the void, the zero. So the kingdom of God is at zero. Lao Tzu, a Chinese philosopher, said, become totally empty. Quiet the restlessness of the mind. Only then you will witness everything unfolding from emptiness. By the way, I'm enjoying this content because if you are, remember to like and subscribe. You can help the channel to grow and then more people can benefit from this content. Thank you. So why is zero so important? Dr. Hewlett used to say that most of the time we see reality through the lenses of memory, right? And that we believe that is real, but it isn't. It is just the lenses, right? So he used to ask people, what are you, right? And then he would say, you are nothing, infinite nothing. It's funny the way he says, right? Dr. Hewlett used to be very interesting, very funny, but that's how he would say, you are nothing, we are infinite nothing, we are zero. That's our original state, that's how we were created. So knowing that my mind can be either in memory or in zero, and zero is where the divine presence is where the inspiration is. This information alone changed my life, and I believe it can change yours as well, because now I know where divinity is, and I know how to develop a working relationship with this creative power that permeates myself and the universe, right? And same is true for you. You can also develop this relationship with the creator. So I wanted to share a little bit of my experience with zero. So I have been using Ho'oponopono for about 10 years, right? A decade. And I had some moments in my life where I experienced a profound peace, very profound peace, to the point where I was just sitting, looking at the walls or looking at the tree. I was doing nothing. So in these moments, I felt I had everything. I felt loved, I felt cared for, and I didn't want to do anything, or I didn't want anything. It's this profound moment, and I noticed that time. In the beginning, time was slowing down, and then suddenly there was no time. I came to a place where there was no time. I had all the time, right? So suddenly, from feeling like I have to rush to do things, I didn't have to do anything, and I had all the time. Was a very profound moments I had, right? And these moments, of course, they are short, right? They take minutes perhaps, and then for some reason we go back into life. You have to move, to do something, to accomplish something. So I notice in my experience that being at zero is a state of a beingness, complete beingness. It's not of doingness. It's not like I have to do. You don't have to do anything. You just are. and everything you need is provided for you to you that moment. And it's hard to explain, but the difference is that when I am in a state of memory, I feel anxious, agitated, I'm constantly running. It seems that I do not have enough time, right? But when I am at zero, I have all the time I need. And this is the place where we recharge our batteries and we receive spiritual food from the source, from divinity. So being at zero is very important to all of us, right? So there are many ways that you can get at zero. Ho'oponopono is one of the ways, right? It's the way I use it, and that's the way I share here in my channel. So how getting to zero can change your life? So when you are at zero, you see reality as divinity does, right? Without duality, good or bad, without separation among people, without the illusions of religions, politics, nationalities, race, whatever it is in humanity, that is nothing, nothing. So when we are at zero, we perceive reality for what is. We are all interconnected, and energetically speaking, we are one. One people, one family, and one with God. And if you are one with God, who can be against you? If you are one with God, who can be against you? So thanks for watching. Aloha, and until the next video.